Hey, you guys, internal bank fraud. Okay, I know for a fact some of this has occurred on my accounts, and I know it occurred during COVID, well, after COVID, when all those disbursements and everything were going on. This particular institution, there was a previous matter with it where an IRA account completely disappeared in 2010. There was also a large life insurance disbursement that completely disappeared in 2010. All right. This was discovered here in 2020, 2021. All right. There was also a matter with that particular institution where there was Medicaid fraud being committed, and the business owners of that facility went to prison. Well, when it come time for them to pay restitution, come to find out their employees had obtained those funds through that institution illegally. The money wasn't there anymore. I had significant issues with this particular institution during COVID. My entire account, I couldn't view it. Like when you got onto the online banking, you couldn't view it. It was during the time that they were doing the loans for the businesses and all that stuff. I could have got a loan for my business that I had started, my bait shop, if I had been able to print out statements, but I wasn't. I couldn't pull it up. There is a SSI payment that I'm in charge of that goes into that account. So I knew there was money going into the account, but I couldn't view it. A lot of my bills did not get paid. Like I had to pay reconnect fees on all kinds of stuff. But two of my bills did. My light bill and my insurance. It was weird. And that was like for a 4 or 5 month period. I didn't shut down the account because I didn't know what the hell was going on. They hit my other account at another institution, but this one was different. They just deposited a check that I thought was the child tax credit. It showed up in an account my daughter had me set up under her. It was like $700-800, and that would have been the amount of the kids. And I didn't know that it was coming monthly during that time because it was when it was first announced. And I was like, oh my God. So I divided it amongst two of my children, my daughter and my son. And because they were the minors in the household at the time. My other son was older. So I divided it amongst them and gave it out to them. Well, the bank come back and said that they were taking that back. So I was like, well, I thought it was a child tax credit. So they ended up getting their money back from the child tax credits that started depositing monthly. But that was during the same time that my Regions account got hit. I couldn't pay any of my bills for like 4 months other than by money orders. Like literally, because both of my accounts were jacked. And there's definitely something that occurred. I recently received $700 back from overdraft fees during that time. I don't know what transpired during that time. You know, I have no idea. But I got $700 suddenly from somewhere, and now they supposedly don't have overdraft fees, and their math is completely jacked up. Like you can make a deposit, and then it shows negative and positive. It's completely like Common Core math or something. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not closing the accounts because I feel like something transpired, and I want to be able to attach it whenever it all comes to light, because the IRS claimed that I got $15,000 more than what I got in 2020. I've called the SBA to make sure I don't have any type of loans or anything, because I didn't take any out. I literally got like $1,000 from some type of PPE, and I don't have to pay it back or anything. It was just some little supplement. That's all I got. That's all I received. And I don't have to pay that back. But I just want to bring awareness, because I know I'm not the only one this happened to. I know there were other people this happened to. I don't think I suffered this because of my run for political office. I think this was like an inside job, like internal bank fraud in the institution where this occurred at, just because of the other instances I know about, and maybe me knowing that information about that institution is a threat to them, possibly. I don't know yet. I haven't completely figured it out, but I am working on it. And anybody that knows me knows I am a legal eagle. I will find out what transpired, and when I do, some people are going to federal prison.